All right. We're gonna make it. Hey Missouri, my name is December and I'm with the New Left, and welcome to Volume 3 of the U.S. Constitution. Today we're going to cover the last 6 amendments. If you haven't seen the first 2, go back and check them out. Alright, let's begin. What is the 22nd Amendment? Anybody? Anybody? The 22nd Amendment sets term limits on presidents. Why did we act like she had no idea what to do when I said, hey, I need... She's like, I don't know if I can help you. But what? The 23rd Amendment gives the District of Columbia, or as you may know them, Washington, D.C., it gives D.C. electors in the Electoral College to have the right to vote in presidential elections. It still does not give them the right to elect senators or House of Reps to Congress. Congress still believes that that right is reserved for states. Man, this wasp is going too hard. The 24th Amendment. You want to do an up-close one? Hey. Remember slavery and the Emancipation Proclamation and how Black people were like 3/5 of a person? Remember all that? And then Black people got to be full humans. They got the right to vote. The Southern states were like no. And then they had to pass the 15th Amendment. And then the Southern states, Missouri was like, actually, we're going to come up with a bunch of barriers to make sure that Black people still can't vote. Because remember, this was a lynching state. Just feel like we should throw that out there. Anyway, the 24th Amendment bans poll taxes. The 25th Amendment, I am sure you all have heard of. It's kind of used as a pseudonym for impeachment of the president. But it's actually a little bit more. After Kennedy got assassinated, not that he was like the first to get assassinated, but if you're interested in other presidents who got assassinated, watch this video. So the 25th Amendment's not really about impeachment, it's about transition of power. What happens in certain events? What happens if the president dies, becomes incapacitated, becomes disabled, or becomes a criminal? Commits an insurrection. And in case you're wondering what insurrection means, it means a crime against the nation. A traitor. It means you're a traitor. Hey. When President George W. Bush, that fucking clown, went under for a colonoscopy, that made Vice President Dick Cheney president for 2 hours and 5 minutes. For 2 hours and 5 minutes he had power. Oh my gosh. And Gen Z, well, I know y'all weren't really born yet, but the reason why we should all be scared is that Dick Cheney's the reason that we had to have the 2014 torture report because of Abu Ghraib and any other black sites that we may or may not even know about. So yes, we should all be very concerned. Seriously? The spider literally start building a web like in my space while I'm trying to record. I mean, it's the same spider from earlier, but somehow it's been busy, apparently, since. The 26th Amendment lowers the voting age from 21 to 18. During Vietnam, and I'm sure we've all heard this argument, did I already record from this side? During Vietnam, it didn't make sense that teenagers could go die in war, but couldn't pick the person who was sending them to go die in war. Congress was like, yeah, you're right. We should lower the voting age so that their parents will feel better about us sending their kids off to war. And it worked. People were happy. Very happy. But not the side-eye Oregon. But Oregon went to the Supreme Court to reverse the law. Oregon. And Oregon won. So the 27th Amendment. What? If Oregon won, then how can 18-year-olds vote today? Did you forget what video you're watching? We're doing amendments. Just like the 11th and 16th Amendment, Congress told the Supreme Court, you, and actually it is the law now. And they passed the 26th Amendment, which supersedes the Supreme Court's decision. Does that answer your question? If being late to a party was an amendment, it would be the 27th. Am I right? No? Yeah? All right. I'll keep going. The 27th Amendment prevents Congress from giving themselves a raise until the following election. See, the Founding Fathers already knew that politicians were corrupt, and so this amendment was actually supposed to be part of the original Bill of Rights. the first 10, but it didn't make the cut, conveniently, for some reason. Funny how that works. Gregory Watson, then a college student, learned about this long-lost amendment, and he finds it fascinating and writes his term paper on it. But he gets a C. A C. Unheard of. Gross.
Shame. Shame.
This was his never again moment. Oh, you want to give me a C? Me, Gregory Watson. You think I'm C material? Not, you sure you don't want to give me that A I talked about? Okay, all right, cool. I got your C right here. He made it his personal life mission to pass James Madison's long-lost amendment. The greatest clapback of all time went straight to Texas University.
There's nowhere left to run, Lincoln. Where is it? Where's the silver? Right here.
So the next time someone says that your best isn't good enough, ask yourself, are you petty? And if so, can you be more petty? Thanks for watching. My name is December, and welcome to The New Left. You can keep watching at thenewleftparty.com. If you are ever made to feel small, just remember the last time somebody gave Gregory Watson a C.